Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into WHEEIN and V once again. I have some new things that have popped up that I wanted to address. I also want to get into a company replying to some news and what happened there. So, hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Go grab your dumpling, tea-spilling mug merch, and let's get into it. The first thing that I wanted to get into today is a beautiful moment with a company and BTS. First off, if you aren't aware, BTS's social media channels and YouTube channels have been posting a lot more BTS related content from several eras ago, and even several of their behind the scenes when they were at certain award shows or maybe even talk shows. BTS did a lot for the On era or Black Swan era, and there wasn't ever an opportunity for them to post that content because that era was so shortly ended and the timing of posting it just wasn't right. And BTS moved on to new music and stuff, so they couldn't just bulk release the old clips because they had the new stuff to promote. Of course, now when BTS is on their break and not really posting, it's really the perfect time to put out some cute clips, and they wouldn't have gotten a chance otherwise. One of the recent ones that was posted on the BTS YouTube channel was one where we got to see the members taking a much needed lunch break. Craft service foods is usually not very good, and I don't mean it tastes bad, it tastes great. There just isn't that many options, and usually shows and sets will just make the same type of food over and over again, like hotel breakfasts and stuff. So obviously this was a fun experience to see the boys go ahead and try some popular American food. I assume they don't have Chipotle in Korea. The staff bought a lot of Chipotle, and it was fun to see how much the members really liked Mexican food because they often only eat Korean food, and you can see that in their reality show In the Soup. You can watch it with me on Patreon, a link below. You can see that they mostly just eat ramen and delicious cuts of Korean style meat. Anyway, Jungkook took a plate of Chipotle and was sharing it with J-Hope. That's not relevant, I just thought it was cute, so I wanted to mention it. But when Jungkook took his plate, he asked the staff what this was and called Chipotle Chocodle. Look, Chipotle is hard to say. It took me a minute for just this video. So I get you. If Jungkook says Chocodle, then it's Chocodle. This made me think they don't have Chipotle in Korea, by the way. But what was funny was the reaction when Jungkook said this, because immediately it became a huge topic on Tweetster and people were laughing, and it was also fun. I think Chipotle ended up getting a lot of people tagging them, and their social media team then decided it would be fun to change their name. Not the handle, but just their name to Chocodle. And this was even more awesome when I believe a BTS fan club decided to work with Chipotle and release a special promo specifically for just ARMYs, and for 7,000 ARMYs. Get free Chocodle. And apparently within like 15 minutes all of these promo codes were used. So it's no longer valid, I don't believe, but that definitely must have been a fun moment. It's interesting how something can sell out so quickly, and it wasn't even directly promoted by Jungkook. It was just associated with him, and it got sold out 15 minutes. 7,000. I can't even count to 7,000. I am not the brightest, obviously. I mean, Chipotle doesn't need the promotion, but it must have been a crazy day for them and the employees. Maybe it was much busier. Chipotle has lines out the door normally. I wonder if it was much bigger for a day or so. If you work at Chipotle, I would love to hear if you noticed an even bigger line in the particular week, or an increase in Uber Eats, Postmates, and Grubhub coming to your store. I would also like to know if anyone has figured out what exactly Jungkook got, and I would love to order exactly that because he seemed to have really enjoyed that. By the way, let me know in the comments what you normally get when you go there. If it's anything unique or different, I want to give it a try, and even if it's not, it's still worth a try. I love it when companies like Chipotle take part in the fandom and like to joke along. It's one, really great for the brand, but it's also nice to see the brands don't take themselves too seriously. And there's plenty of companies that want their brand to be perfect and professional and only tweet about promotions and things, and it's just boring. I don't want to follow that company's account. So lesson here, we shouldn't take what we see on social media ever too seriously. For example, I was specifically seeing a lot of posts and rumors surrounding WHEEIN and Taeyang. So Taeyang from BTS obviously, and WHEEIN from Mamamoo. There's several dating videos that are out there, and I think they're all really cute, but I wanted to get into some of the newer theories that the two are together and what has been reported by several sites and videos. Just before we get into it, I have to do my usual disclaimer. I have nothing against ships. I think they're great and fun for the community. I just also like to throw out another perspective, and this is no hate to the ships themselves. Theories between WHEEIN and Taeyang can have literally all rumors and some that are less believable ones, like eye contact, but like sexy eye contact, you know? The kind that signifies dating. I'm kidding. But eye contact at award shows or eye contact backstage, this is something that scares BTS, so they don't ever look around. And even if they want to look, they have to make sure it's not being recorded, or they just look at the other members in the group. This is silly to me because when I am anywhere new, or especially in a place that is exciting, like an award show. Not that I'm at award shows. And if you're about to go on stage to perform your new single, I personally want to take it all in and see everything and see everyone that is there, see every prop and all of that. So I assume BTS member and Taeyang specifically are doing that too. And something that doesn't equate to eye contact. Also, WHEEIN is gorgeous, so why wouldn't Taeyang be looking at her? But that doesn't necessarily mean they're dating. Taeyang can admire someone's beauty and not even want to date them. But maybe WHEEIN's type isn't Taeyang. Like, we don't know any of this, right? We see K-pop idols and we are blown away by their beauty, but they're only around K-pop idols, so beauty is not uncommon for that. Then there are other theories that come from prediction accounts saying that Dispatch or whoever is going to announce WHEEIN and Taeyang dating in the upcoming year. We have not gotten a statement from them too, if it's true, and there's also a couple of psychic accounts that have some predictions as well. I was seeing a few tarot card readers. This is no hate to them, they're just doing their job and they're just making fun videos. I personally don't believe too much in tarot cards or that sort of thing, so to me it's nothing more than just maybe a theory. But some of these people have mentioned that they believe Taeyang and WHEEIN may have dated for a short time or had some sort of interaction that later disappeared because they wanted to keep their image clean or whatever the reason might be. Is that a possibility? Absolutely. It can definitely happen, and if it did, then they would have no reason to release a statement as they wouldn't be dating anymore, so they would just let it go. But I do think even if they were dating for a month or so, it would have been caught on camera. Dispatch would have caught it. Something would have happened. BTS can't hide from the media. They know that. So the fact that we didn't see anything or hear anything officially tells us it's less likely anything ever happened between them. One of the other theories I saw was so interesting to me, and I have a lot of thoughts. We know that Taeyang released on his Instagram story not too long ago his new single. We don't know officially if it's his single or if it's like an OST or whatever, but it's a song and it's his voice and it's a beautiful song. And I believe he was in Hawaii or something and he was driving down the highway blasting his song. Obviously someone was recording Taeyang driving and singing on the passenger side. First off, it's so rare to see Taeyang drive or any of the members drive because they usually get driven everywhere. So it was such a beautiful thing to see members be free almost, right? Like doing such normal things. BTS, if you aren't aware, are on break, so it's very beautiful to see them relax and have fun. And people believe that maybe Taeyang got a convertible and that we see in the video, or maybe it was a rental, we don't know. There was a picture that WHEEIN posted recently and it was a selfie that caused some big commotion, and it appeared that WHEEIN was in the passenger side. And interestingly enough, we also saw the same background that Taeyang was driving in the photo WHEEIN posted. It was desert-like. And then we also saw on the corner the car mirror. It was like orangey color. It was then compared to the scenery Taeyang was driving in during his story with his song, and we saw that the car mirror was there too. Only the car mirror was a different color. The one in Taeyang's video is red and the one in WHEEIN's photo is orange. Also, places with more desert scenery and stuff like that can be seen anywhere across the country. Lastly, other arguments that there was obviously someone in the car recording Taeyang. I believe that would have been J-Hope. Taeyang and J-Hope went on vacation together. I don't see how Taeyang could have invited another girl on vacation while vacationing with J-Hope. It seems a bit weird to do that. Also, they would have been very publicly driving together, and it's not like Hawaii doesn't have paparazzi. So I believe while some of it seems very coincidental, it doesn't quite make sense if you put everything together. There's a lot of Hawaiian armies, and they definitely would have seen or said something if they saw freaking BTS and Mamamoo together. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see more K-pop reaction videos, go to my Patreon, a link below. I can't post them here due to copyright, but you can get all sorts of reaction videos and requests. Great way to support the channel even more if you would like to. Thank you so much for this lovely comments right here. I love you so much. There'll be some videos that will pop up on screen at the end of this video. Click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.